We're just gonna get straight into it this week because goddamn, it's been a while since I'm talking about the Naruto Shippuden anime, but holy shit, I really at least wanted to see the first episode of Itachi, and I feel like, you know, there's something I'll talk about there, but legit, the Itachi anime from the start is so good. That is such a great start to it, and I love where this is going to be going. Showing the entire, like, how he started off as a ninja to seeing everything throughout his life to those last moments that we saw of him. Like, already, on paper, that sounds fantastic. I just want to say as well, I am so sorry, Naruto fans, I am so sorry about this, but it's like, every time you guys are sticking to the anime, don't want to be like ruined on the manga, regardless of that you've got Storm 4, you've got all this stuff now, and then I know there's a few like clingers left on this series, like, who have been holding on to the manga. It's like, I want to see the ending in the anime form. We get an actual canon, like the first 10 minutes of it, canon episode. And it wasn't even a full chapter, may I remind you. You got to see what happened in chapter 678 of Naruto, which was showing everyone going into the infinite Tsukiyomi and seeing everyone go into their dreams. However, we just escaped from Tsunade's horrible dream of Jiraiya. It's like, yo, Jiraiya, I love your respect, man. I saw some of those episodes, I just couldn't. I was like, yo, put down the pen, Jiraiya, and stop writing this stuff in fucking Tsunade's dream because it's not good. Honestly, that filler ruined Jiraiya on me a bit. It's like, I hope this isn't the story that he was generally writing, because if it was the case, it was fucking shit. Like that, I know it's all on Period's end on that stuff, but I really could not care about that. And just to see that we went into the first 10 minutes of this, seeing everyone's dreams, like seeing some sweet stuff, like seeing like Hinata finally being with Naruto. You got Kiba's dumb dream where he was just there, oh yeah, everyone must have a dog, I'm the dog, yeah, like Hokage, yeah. Like you get to see a sweeter one, like Gaara, like hanging out with Naruto as a kid, like his family's all happy. Like you get to see like Tamari's like, she's the one that's always being relied on. Kankuro's made me die. Like, oh my god, he made a new puppet. It was Sasori, and it transformed to a fucking Tengen Toppan Gurren Lagann. Oh my god, I literally marked out when I saw that. I lost it so much, I was pissing myself. It was just too much. I was like, oh my god. Already this episode's a 10 on 10 for this start right here. I think the stupidest was definitely fucking Ino's dream of having Sasuke and Sai, like, probably like fighting over each other, and also as well, fucking Sai's whole dream was like, you have the nicest smile, Sai. Oh, thank you everyone. Man, you have the nicest smile in the world, Sai. You're great. Yeah, we love you, Sai. You have a great smile. It's like, is that the fucking thing that you got? Like, fuck me. So that's pretty much it, what we found out in the canon episode, although it was like they were thinking of a plan throughout the entirety of this, and the way how they kind of used the excuse of how we're going to go into this Itachi story is that Sasuke found out everything about Itachi. Not only the whole truth about everything that went down with the Uchiha clan and all the truth about it to confirm his like doubts on it, but also as well he did manage to have a look at his life story, which we're now looking through now. And this is where the episode gets really good. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the actual Itachi stuff is better than the canon we got. Like, cutting straight off into the Third Shinobi World War, like, everyone's going in blood, guts like that, they're cutting down people, like, just death everywhere, and I'm like, Itachi's throughout this as well, like, running, getting away from that, and he tried to do the good thing. Like, he tried to give, like, one of these, like, ninjas, like, some water, and he saw that he was a shinobi, and he's like, oh, shit, gotta get him, and Itachi didn't hesitate to cut that. I really like that. Like, that part of it is that he wasn't like, oh, no, I'm in danger or anything like that. No, he cut him down, but he was like, I had to ask my dad, like, why did he do this? You know, like, I was trying to give him, it's like, it's just simple, son, like that. People don't fight for themselves in this war, they're fighting for their nations, and it's just that's like, they don't care if they're killing meaningless strangers or even killing kids. And it's like, seeing this whole story, like, it goes to the war ending, seeing that Kakashi's got the Sharingan, and like, even his father's like talking about it, saying like, what should we do with that kid, you know, like, he's got a Sharingan, should we like, rip it? And he's like, no, we've got peace now, let everything slide, we don't need to do that. It's like, very interesting, because the only snippets that we've gotten from the entirety of the anime of like Itachi and Sasuke's father, he sounded like he did a lot of dirty bag shit like that. Like, he sounded like he did some real sly shit on the side. And even when you got to see like Itachi confronting Orochimaru at the entire like funeral with all the people that died in the war, it's just like life is meaningless. Like, you know, it's died, that's it. Like, there's no point to it. And Itachi kind of tries to test out this theory by jumping off a valley. I've got to say though, straight away, I haven't mentioned yet the animation throughout this bit. You can definitely tell, like, from the whole start of the series, like, they definitely had this part of the episode worked on for a while. Like, the whole canon episode, they kept on it, but you can definitely see the upgraded of animation and definitely budget they wanted to put into the Itachi stuff, because it's very much shown and it looks absolutely gorgeous, and it was very fluent animation. That's one of the best things. It wasn't really like still image, it was really fluent, and I loved that in this. It's a key thing to come out of it, and I hope they keep up with that because it's really good. Even when like the kids are like throwing rocks and like Itachi was dodging and doing all this shit, like, it was really goddamn enjoyable. And we do get to see the birth of Sasuke, and it's like, oh, look at how adorable he is. Oh, he's gonna cause like all the horrible action soon. Like, it's like, yeah, he's gonna cause murders. He's gonna be a like nice little innocent baby. And we do get to see like as well like Kushida on the side saying, oh, you know, I've got a child like coming up soon as well. It's like, so it was a kind of nice little hint about that. But it's like, just seeing Itachi's way, how he looks at life, like, as a kid, it's just goddamn interesting. And I like the whole little symbolism of the crows and everything that they're going around. It very reminds me of, like, early Naruto when he first arrived, all the crows and shit. Like, it looks really goddamn awesome. On paper, this should be a very interesting thing, and I hope they keep it up. She seems to have the hots for Itachi, and you kind of see that in the preview in this episode. It's like, oh, you want to hang out with us? You want to be friends? So, you know, maybe you might be able to try to spread that Uchiha seed a little bit. It's one thing I can say, it's a shame that Itachi never really lived a legacy apart from like Sasuke. I would have loved it, but it was like, after like the end of this era, turns out Itachi actually had a child, like he actually had something like that, but although they never like developed like the whole Sharingan. So that's going more to fanfare, but it's like, I don't know, it's just kind of a little interesting thing I thought about it when I like finished this episode. It's actually very shitty that they did include canon and filler, because that was one thing that was absolutely bugging me when I was reviewing the episodes, when it decided to go through canon and then we got the Obito stuff. That stuff was annoying me, but however, I find this a little bit more interesting because this is about Itachi, and Itachi's one of my favorite characters in the series, and it didn't seem like how like it was too forced, like how it was with the Obito stuff. I think it was just mainly because we got so much of them at that point. It's like, yeah, we get it about Obito, we don't need to see any more about it. I mean, I could keep going on about what I liked about this episode and what else I liked, but honestly, for like what I've seen of Naruto material for a while, it's been a very long time since I've said this, and it's the first time that I'm going to say it this year involving the Naruto Shippuden anime. This is probably like one of my most enjoyable episodes I've seen so far, and I'm really glad that they knocked it out of the park with this Itachi anime, because I was actually really interested. The whole war part, the start of the Itachi part of the anime was really goddamn interesting, and I hope we get to see like the nitty gritty of the stuff, because we are going to be seeing some real sly shit, I think. I mean, we've seen Danzo, and I really want to see him going all the way up from like, I want to see how with his bond with Shisui, I want to see those Anbu days, I want to see all that stuff, I want to see like the nasty missions that he had to do, and it all ends up to like what he had to finally do, protect his little brother. I would definitely give like counting both of them as a whole and not keep counting them as their own separate things. I think altogether the episode itself is an 8.5. I really do enjoy it. However though, for people that wanting to watch canon, and even like I know a lot of people aren't going to watch this episode because it isn't full canon, like that drives me mad with series if it's going to be one part canon and then one part that's like, you know, in canon. Although this is actually from the novels themselves, so you can count it as canon. But I think we just want to go from like the war and just finish this fucking war with the 22 chapters that we've got left. Then yeah, I'm sorry guys, you're gonna have to wait a little while longer than that, because we've also as well got a Kaguya one coming up as well, and who knows how long this Itachi one's gonna last. All I know is that they're 2 light novels. That's all I know about it. So whether or not they're going to go through the material really fast, or if they're going to try and slow it, keep it so they have more Naruto to go on, I don't know. That's all I can really tell you about it. I definitely think it deserves an 8.5 though. I think that's definitely the highest score I can give it with this one. Separate though, I'd probably give the Itachi one a 9 if it was just on its own and there was more stuff on it. I generally like the Itachi stuff more than I did with the canon, because the canon was just dragging on with like showing everyone's dream. It's like, we've seen enough of dreams. We saw one person's dream for too long. We saw what the fuck like Tsunade was thinking of, and it was just like, no. just no. Overall, just an enjoyable, great episode, honestly. Like, it's a shame about the whole canon situation, but I think we might not get a canon episode, or maybe at the end of the year we might get a canon episode of Naruto Shippuden, so I hope that's the case. Maybe we might be able to reach the final conclusion. I doubt that though, but since we got 2 already planned fillers. Let me know anything in the comment section down below, but that's all from me, so thank you much for watching as always. I've been Savagezweipanda, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.